What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Jayhawker Podcast. My name is Nate Bukaty. We are brought to you as always by Xfinity. Get the nation's smartest Wi-Fi only from Xfinity. Imagine that. And by the University of Kansas Health System. And we've got a special guest on the show today. Really excited to talk to Jaliya Davis, McDonald's All-American and now star for the Kansas women's basketball team, who just got a big win in the Border Showdown in Kansas City over Missouri. And Jaliya had a big game in that one as well. Jaliya, thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Let's just start right there. Beating Mizzou in your first crack at it. I know it's not the same rivalry that it was back in my day when they were in the same league and all that, but what was it like for you guys and the team to get a win like that in a rivalry game?
I think it was super important for us. It was emphasized for us to really just go out there and play our best game. Just knowing the history behind the border war between Missouri and Kansas, I think that was super important for us to go out there and execute.
Now, you're a kid that's from Kansas City, so maybe you know a little bit about it already, but how much did the coaches and everybody teach you about that history? Did you have to learn about it going into the game?
I kind of really knew about it being a Kansas kid, but Brandon definitely cracked down on it during film and other kinds of things. And he was really trying to show it. He put pictures on the presentations in our locker room. Yeah. So it was really shown that it was really important to him and to the team.
And to play that game in Kansas City, what was that like?
That was really cool. I got to have all my old teammates, coaches. My old principal was there, so that was really cool to see. But just being able to play in my hometown and just against the biggest rival we have, I think that was really cool.
So your old principal, I told you this before we started recording. My son goes to Blue Valley North High School, so he would tell me about what a star player you were and all that. What was Blue Valley North like? What was your high school experience? You guys had a lot of success, obviously.
Yeah, we did. We had a really good team. We were all super close friends off the court too, so that kind of showed on the court. But just being able to play there and just under Ann Fritz, who's a really amazing coach. She's been coaching there for a long time. She's a legend in the area. Yeah. So, just being able to play under her, she's kind of taught me a lot. What
was the best thing you learned from her, on the court or off?
I think she's really taught me how to handle my attitude and just handle any adversity that I have to face. She was always there for me for everything for 4 years. So
okay, how to handle your attitude? What was your attitude like?
Well,
you started off.
Starting off, I was always kind of just a spicy person. I get really into the game, so just being able to just kind of chill out sometimes and just play the game that I know is something that she really taught me to do.
Spicy person. Look, every coach I've ever talked to says they'd rather have somebody that's turned up that you have to help them learn how to manage their emotions than somebody that you got to try to light a fire under them to get them going. So you're already spicy. How did that manifest itself? Yelling at your teammates or yourself or the refs, a little bit of all that?
No, it was never really yelling at my teammates. I think that was something that I never really wanted to go into, but more just kind of getting in my own head and just
gotcha.
That was kind of more of my emphasis, trying to get away from that.
Could you say handling adversity, but like a player, your ability, you had so much success, it's hard for me to picture what type of adversity you would have had in high school. What adversity did you come across that you had to learn how to deal with?
I think in high school mostly it was just a lot of triple teams. They used to play they used to just kind of play off of everybody else on the team, just kind of play a lot on me. But that was something I had to kind of fight through in the beginning. That wasn't something I was used to. But also just being able to go out there and execute at the level that I want to execute at. That was something that I kind of struggled with for a little bit, but because you're playing at a level that you're not really used to.
Yeah.
So just be able to go out there and show that I'm the best player on the court.
Okay, so that's interesting because then you come to major conference Division I. Obviously, it's going to be a step up in athleticism, competition, speed of the game, but very different from what you just described from getting triple teamed all the time in high school. You've got some star players that you're sharing the court with. S'mya obviously being at the top of that list. What's it like playing with other star players? Obviously you still are producing and all that, but it's spread around a little bit, the attention and all that. What's that change been like for you?
I think it's been really nice. I think just being able to like have people that they actually have to guard and go out on, so I'm not being triple teamed. That's definitely something that I was looking for in a school. I mean, having an amazing shooter, like someone who is very efficient, like Elle. I think she's really like pulls people out the paint and forces me to get more touches inside.
Okay, so I talked to S'mya earlier in the season, and from what I've read and from talking to her, she was pretty involved in your recruitment, trying to talk you into coming to Kansas. And I will say, as a kid who grew up in the Kansas City area and is a fourth generation Jayhawk, I love seeing kids from the area. It just seems to it gives you a little more pride, kids that come from the area and then have success at the university. How much did she have to do with that, and how much like of that local pride do you take to this endeavor right now?
Yeah, I think I took a lot of pride in just being able to come up here. I mean, just being a hometown kid and coming to play in my home state, that was something that was really cool to me. She was really a big factor also. I mean, we went out to eat a lot, just to talk about it. But it was mostly just Coach Brandon. I mean, he was really empathetic, and he was always there. I could always talk to him and just talk through my decision with him.
Where would you guys go to eat?
We went to Kava a lot. I liked Kava. That's my favorite place.
Where?
Kava.
Kava. Where's that?
In Overland Park.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite place to eat. It's like Mediterranean food.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yep.
A little healthy, but tastes good.
Yeah,
What's the order there?
I get a bowl usually.
Okay.
And with some steak and other stuff, tzatziki.
And so you guys would talk about, would you pick S'mya's brain about what life was like on campus, or like what kind of things would you guys talk about?
I mean, we would talk about a lot about KU, but just kind of talk about life as well, like off the court, just how she likes it here. I mean, I think that was also really important to me.
So what is life for you like off the court?
I mean, I have a really extensive major, so I think a lot of my time is spent like doing homework.
What's your major?
Mechanical engineering. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time.
That's a full-time job.
Yeah, I
right
spent
there.
a lot of time doing that outside of school. But I mean, other than that, I think we hang out a lot as like a team. So I think that's something that was really important.
I went to college with a couple buddies that were mechanical engineering majors, and they studied all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was in journalism. No offense to the journalism department. It was a great education, and I got a lot out of it. Did not have to study as much. I did not have to stay up late at night the way the mechanical engineering kids did. What made you decide to want to go into that?
I've always kind of liked like math and just kind of thinking through things. I like to just challenge myself, so that was something that I was really excited to do in college.
So what kind of classes do you have at this stage? Because I'm sure they progress as time goes on.
Right now I'm in like chemistries and maths and mechanical engineering and baseline classes. And then I just have like project management and stuff like that to kind of deal with it. So
everybody says, look, being a D1 athlete's kind of a full-time job. And then you put a major on top of there's not a whole lot of free time for hanging out, is there?
No, I mean, it's okay though, because I have a really good relationship with my teammates and stuff. So they're like some of my best friends. So just being able to come over here and just like relax when I play basketball or something. It's really cool.
Listening to Coach Schneider talk, he says one of his favorite things about you is the fact that you're just a sponge, that you're constantly trying to learn and improve as a player. And I'm curious if there were any things in particular when you got here that made, you already played against some high-level competition when you play in the McDonald's All-American game and things like that. But when you got here, were there some things right away that you're like, ooh, I need to get better at this, and that you've really already starting to see some progress in?
I think mostly it was just me making plays. A lot of the plays for me in high school just ran through me. So just being able to like execute and make other plays for other people around me, I think that's something that I needed to work on.
And when you start playing against other kids that might have similar size and athleticism, do you have to expand the types of low post moves that you have, things like that? What's that process?
Yeah, I've definitely been working on like my outside games, expanding myself, shooting more 15-footers, shooting more threes, just going out and making it harder for them to guard me.
And I understand you've been working on dunking the basketball as well. Where do we stand with that?
Yeah, we're kind of still at the same point, still getting a volleyball in there, but I'm definitely still working on that.
Well, you're a step ahead of me, right? Already. I never even was able to do a volleyball, so that's pretty cool. Let's talk about the process of building chemistry with your teammates. How has that gone, and how much room do you think there still is for growth since you're still so early in the season?
I think there's a lot of room for growth. Just over the summer, I think we just hung out a lot. I think that kind of was the stair step for us. But I think just being able to grow and get better over the season and get even closer with each other is something that I'm really excited for.
Yeah, so and you get a big win like you did against
Yeah.
Mizzou. That's a big boost for confidence and everything else, right?
Yeah, that definitely is, for sure. And just like after games like that, just celebrating with one another, I think that's super important.
Okay. Now, I understand when I was reading your bio, one thing that people don't know about you is that your mom is Dutch.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, so and I got a buddy who's Dutch. He always tells me, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. Have you ever heard that phrase before?
Yeah, I have, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, she grew up there and she lived there for 35 years. So, I mean, she's definitely Dutch, for sure.
Yeah, so does she speak like 7 languages?
Yeah,
and like,
she speaks like Dutch. She speaks like German, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
French, yeah.
Now, do you got any other language skills yourself? Has she helped you with any of that?
You know, I wish she did, but I did not get to learn Dutch.
Okay.
I know a couple words, but not very much.
Have you ever been?
Yeah, we actually went for the first time this summer, which was super cool.
What was it like?
It was, I mean, we got to go over there for 2 weeks, so we got to stay with family, and I mean, I got to meet people that I've never met before, so that was really fun.
Yeah, anything that you liked in particular about, was it in Amsterdam, or where did you go?
Yeah, we went all around, like Rotterdam, Amsterdam, like all around there, but I think my favorite was probably Amsterdam, just like the shopping and stuff over there, like the atmosphere was really cool.
So, have you ever watched the show Ted Lasso by any chance?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so it's a show by Jason Sudeikis, who's a Kansas City guy. He goes over to Europe and becomes a soccer coach, even though he doesn't know anything about soccer. It's a funny thing. But there's an episode where he goes to Amsterdam, and he goes to an American-themed restaurant, and he's trying to learn about soccer, and he's watching a video about the Chicago Bulls and the triangle offense, and it makes him understand the concepts of soccer by watching basketball. It's kind of a deep thought process, but I'm curious, like, if you were over there, if you caught any soccer while you were there, if you've ever seen any, like, those kind of links between the two sports.
No, I didn't get to catch any soccer. I mean, my family's kind of more into the track side over there. I mean, my mom ran track. Like, all of her siblings ran track. Most of my cousins do. So, yeah, they're more track over there.
What kind of events are we talking?
A lot of them are jumpers and just like 400.
Yeah. Now, what about you? Did you, forgive my ignorance, were you active in track at the high school level?
Yeah, I did. In like middle school and early high school, I ran the 100. I did the 4x1. I did the high jump, and I did javelin.
I got to feel like you must have been pretty good at the high jump. If we're talking about dunking a basketball.
Yeah,
and
I was. I liked high jump. That was probably my favorite event.
But you didn't want to stick with track. You focused on basketball.
Yeah, I think I just kind of wanted to focus more on basketball.
Yeah. Did you like track, or was it?
Yeah, I liked track. I liked high jump the most for sure, though.
But you figured out at some point, like, basketball, this is what I'm best at.
Yeah, I think I kind of figured that out in like middle school, like early middle school. I think I figured out that was kind of what I wanted to focus on.
What was your biggest inspiration to get into basketball?
Probably my dad. I mean, my dad played at Oklahoma and he played overseas. So he kind of like instilled that in me since the beginning in my life. So
yeah. So how big of an influence was he on you learning how to play the game?
Yeah, I mean, we used to get in the gym a lot. We used to go and just shoot. We'd shoot free throws, just go and shoot anything, just to get shots up and work on my game.
Yeah, so shot form, was he big on that?
Yeah, big on shot form.
Is he big on, like, teaching you the mentality of the game and all that stuff?
Yeah, everybody around me, like all my coaches and stuff, kind of grew up in the same like town as him, and they always talked about how he was a dog on the court. Yeah. And he's kind of just showed me how to do that on the court as well.
So are you a dog on the court then? Is that,
a dog.
That's the idea? That's what you want to be anyway,
That's
right?
what I want to be, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. How is he after games now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you guys unpack the game and talk about it and all that?
Yeah, I think we still kind of unpack the game. I mean, he's definitely gotten softer about it now, but I mean, he's kind of gotten older, so he's gotten softer, and he's kind of just like to watch and just tell me what I can do better.
Yeah. So what kind of goals do you have the rest of the season individually? You know, what are some of the things you want to really continue to develop at as the season goes on?
I think I kind of just want to expand my game more. Like you said, like when I'm playing against people who are my size and have the same like athleticism as me, I kind of want to be able to spread them out and just get to my spots.
Yeah. And then as a team, are you guys starting to feel like you're capable of some pretty good things considering the success you've already had in the early part of the season?
Yeah, I think after the win against Mizzou, I think we really like got to see like this is what we can do and we can do it if we work together.
It's a star-studded team. If you're a Jayhawk fan, you got to come watch the Kansas women's basketball team play. They've got more big-time talent probably than we've seen in quite some time here at the University of Kansas, which is saying something. So it's exciting. Jaliya, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Jaliya Davis, and this has been the Jayhawker Podcast, once again brought to you by Xfinity and the University of Kansas Health System.